Hello again out there. We are on part 77 and we're doing pretty well. I need to also check a couple. That actually helped. Helped enough, whatever. Anyways, welcome back. We are on part 77, as I just said. And we're finishing up the wheat field today. So, yeah, that ought to be cool. Last episode, all we did was just get all of our lighting in place with our water as well. And we started work on planting all of our wheat, and now it's time to go out there and finish it. So let's go. And after we're done with it, to be honest, I don't really know what I want to do for now. So I don't want to do any building of the actual city. I think what we'll do is maybe we'll try working on the actual inside of this my house and maybe add like another floor or something, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, plenty of time today. But yeah, you can see the amount of land we still have left to work on compared to what we've already done. Which this is still a lot. Don't underestimate this, but it's like barely like I wouldn't even say like 10%. Like 10% is being polite. Like this is somehow it almost feels like it's even less than that, you know. So we have a lot of work left to do, and it ought to be pretty interesting overall. Not interesting. Actually, no, it is a complete and utter lie by accident. It is going to be very boring, very slow. It will get done. It'll be pretty cool. And let's just go ahead and get started on expanding this crap out again. It will be worth it though when it is done because it's already starting to come together fairly nicely, but it's not going to really work or do me any favors until it's all done. Oh, and that was the other thing as well. We need to go out and get more cobblestone because we're going to be making a bunch of sea walls just lining the coastline here so that way it doesn't look too boring. So we have to do that, and then we can work on my house and need some fencing in place as well, so we'll have to get a hold of a bunch of spruce wood. That'll be pretty neat. Yeah, now we're starting to actually expand out into a different area, which is kind of rare. We'll actually update our like world map that we have, not the one on my base, but the other one, that 1 to 8 map, because this is big enough it will show up on the map. Is like, if I had to guess, if wheat doesn't show up on the map, it'll just be like dark brown, but if wheat does show up on the map, then it'll look like a desert, or if I had to guess, is the way the color is, so that ought to be pretty cool to see regardless, to be perfectly honest. Whether that, haven't had to update in a while, you know. Yeah, we'll need cobblestone lining the whole coastline, going all the way down to where it's till it's touching the sea floor, so, or the riverbed, whichever one, depending on where. But yeah, we got our last stonemason in last stream. Got the whole like area here prepped to start expanding our wheat. I just went ahead and had lunch in the past couple hours from the little bit of time it's been between streams. So I had an entire pizza. I was that hungry, so whole thing was gone in about 5 minutes. So that's pretty good. Nice and filling. Now I gotta run to the grocery store in a couple days, so get ready for that too. And I'll do some more homework later tonight so I can start focusing on my larger assignments for class. And then I can actually have like a summer break, hopefully. But I having to still just barely be doing something like once every couple of days. I want to have like an actual break where I don't have to like feel guilty about like, you know, not doing any homework or nothing. I just want to like do literally nothing. So, as I've been in college, fun fact, since 2018. It is now 2022. I'm almost done. I switched majors twice, which is why I'm kind of in a weird spot. Otherwise, I would have already been done for a while. I can't do nothing about that now, but I am getting closer and closer to getting my degree. But I'm still doing pretty good. Anyways, we are out of bone meal. But I just need to take care of myself, make sure I don't get burnt out of school, which is why I'm just trying to get everything done while I can and while I still have enough motivation to do it, and then I can go ahead and take probably about, I'd say 2 to 3 weeks off would be a very reasonable amount. So I should be done like in the middle of June. So that way I have the entire rest of June to just slack off and do nothing. Because I just want some time to myself without having to really worry about class or having to worry about my mom or nothing like that. And wow, we're already almost filled up on that space, so that's cool. And that's why I need these 2 lanterns. We do actually have enough resources to make lanterns, but that would require making lanterns or buying them, and I didn't want to do that. Fair enough, I guess. A little. My bathroom's still pretty clean, but I don't have a roommate properly right now, so it's been a little weird having people going in. Hey, Bale. Go. Cool. We'll go ahead and just have these condensed, just that way I got some more space in here. And back to harvesting the wheat, I guess. It's crazy. But anyways, we got some more seeds to plant here, so let's go ahead and get them planted. Like I said, I would like to try and get this whole wheat farm done this stream because I'm taking my break from the 8 farms, so reasonably I should be able to get all this done. Not a guarantee, of course, but realistically I think I could, and that's what I'm going to try. And you can see here, actually, we've got a dud spot, and that's not cool because I did not think we actually had one this far in, but no, it is. Just barely at that, but it is technically. It is there, so we'll have to put a little, like, we'll just replace it with the slab and torch and all that. We'll put water in it because it's, can't really do anything. I don't want to rearrange any of this other stuff. I guess we still had some wheat down here. Only a little bit, so it wouldn't even really be worth coming down to get it, but still good to have, I guess. And no, we don't have any more inventory. Oh, we got enough. We got one extra slot when I get rid of this wheat, and so we can actually go pick up some cobblestone slabs to go fill in that hole like we just talked about. That'll be pretty easy. Go ahead and dump the wheat off. Got our slabs here. And let's get back to planting. I don't really need to fill it up with water technically, so we honestly probably won't. I wouldn't really too much. It's just there to complete the look. Pretty much nothing else. Or well, we can technically. Fuck it, we might as well. It's gonna be there no matter what. Where is it? In here? No. In here? Close enough. There we go. Then we'll just go ahead and go get this filled back. I don't actually remember which one it was at, if we're being honest. Nope, it was not that one. Uh-oh. Now we put it in the middle or something. Wait, which one? No, not that one. It was that one. Okay, very good. Okay, didn't have to play a guessing game for all time. kind of weird though, like because we're doing something so peaceful right now, it's easy for me to forget honestly that I'm still in hardcore, you know? Is the only danger we've had recently was that Bastion raiding session we did twice, and the setting up the Magma Cube spawner, but otherwise, like today, it's been just completely peaceful. Like we've seen the odd zombie here or there that I've had to go shoot. We saw some phantoms, but like nothing even remotely dangerous, you know. Other than those, I guess, but you know, they can't damage me, so they're not really dangerous to me. Goes to show how effective this has been, just lighting up all that, and we'll spread it even more into like the birch forest. Honestly, we'll spread we'll spread the light every way that we can, just so that way I get even more space to work with in the future. And so we don't have to risk nothing else spawning again. And we'll probably have, well, we don't really need a, why did I do that? Look at it, break nothing, but we don't need to light stuff up over there, but at the same time, we really don't, because we'll have put our seawall up, like I was talking about, and then we need to make a bunch of spruce fences anyway, so, you know, we'll put fences on top of the seawall so nothing should, you know. Or we don't even need to put fences, we literally just need to build them up like an extra block higher, and then we can use some, we build them up an extra block or two, and then we can add some variation in the height with some like cobblestone stairs and slabs and whatnot. That's not just all the same height, and that could look pretty neat. But we do definitely need to add nice trimming to it, because it looks kind of barren and unfinished without it. Seems like I tried to overexpand in this part, so we're gonna have a patch here that isn't actually filled in. And in fact, we might actually have to go back to the Wither Skeleton farm for a while and go get some more bones. I know I definitely do have some extras, but you know, I've only got this this amount of seeds here, stacking 50, and then it'll be time to bone meal again. Alright, time to get our bone meal. Be here. Oh no, actually we should honestly have plenty for like the foreseeable future. That's another 7 stacks of bones in there, and then I know we can go get more at the Wither Skeleton farm without even have to use it, so we should be fine. We'll just go back to doing this. Just a heads up, by the way, pre-release 2 for 1.19 just dropped today, and they've talked about some of the nether portal changes that were made in the last pre-release. Mainly, you know, Wither skeletons, and Enderman, that's what it was. They can spawn in late level 11 or lower now instead of absolute darkness, so now they can actually spawn inside of lit nether portals. Which means you could have built like a really, really advanced like Wither Skeleton farm in terms of just portals everywhere, and then, you know, easy money. But they have actually like already confirmed that they are going to change that in a later update to just not be fucking broken, because that is way too overpowered. So I'm glad I ended up not building a portal-based Wither Skeleton farm. We might one day. It's just a little weird, but we're gonna have to wait and see on that. And that goes for any kind of like big portal-based farm, which does include gas farms. So we're going to just we're just gonna have to kind of wait and see for things like that. And you know, depending on those changes, we might build a gas farm, we might build a portal-based pigman farm. Who knows? But you know, because all that stuff's kind of up in the air and in limbo right now, I'm just not gonna bother for a long time. I don't even need a gas farm. It's for gunpowder and like gas tiers. I just don't need end crystals or gas tiers. So, you know, not too big of a deal, luckily. I mean, I can always go get gas tiers to make end crystals for the like respawning the dragon, but I don't just straight up like need to have a whole ass farm for that. So, and the pigment farms will probably just use the one that Jake recommended a couple of streams ago by Ian Axifer, and you know that'll actually, unless that one was a portal based farm, I can't remember. I'll have to go look into that. I don't believe it was, but I just need to double check. If not, we can always use the one by Logical Geek Boy with just a bunch of magma blocks and all that. That one's usually pretty consistent too. And we got quite a lot of wheat here. Alrighty, let's get the harvesting. And we're out of space. We'll just finish harvesting this. We'll go run everything to the shulker box, and then we'll start planting. There we go. Be quite a nice chunk of the wheat fields actually growing in, so that's cool. Wheat can go into there. We'll dump the seeds away. There we go. And the dirt can go as well. And then we just need to go grab everything out here. And then we can start replanting. It is slowly but surely expanding out. It's just going to take a long time, but it is, so hey, I'll take it. And we're getting a nice hefty chunk of wheat in the process too. We can actually make 9 stacks of packed mud so far, not including the other hay bales that I already know I have in my base. So we can make quite a big chunk of them actually. When it's time. So that'll be cool to have. Make a bunch of nice packed mud and mud bricks and all that, because they do look pretty good. I've been thinking about trying to build a tree farm of some kind, or either a tree farm for like the overworld trees, or a tree farm for the more so for the nether trees. Honestly, that also means we get glow shrooms and all that or whatever. I haven't seen it in a while. But either way, it'd be cool to farm those because they're actually like really pretty light sources, and then the nether wood is pretty good too, just to use. We'll have to see if I can find a good tutorial on those, and then we'll probably end up building both of them. But I'm still trying to stick very like religiously to like not using any kind of like glitch or duping, or well, mainly I'm referring to like TNT duping specifically. Between like boring machines, tree farms, and then stone generators and moss generators and all that. Still trying to not use TNT, duping those flying machines. Been trying to avoid that. And as for chunk base, I'm still sticking very hard to that, but that might change at some point depending on how. And I mean, like, I'd have to be searching for like 2 weeks straight and have no luck. But depending on how hard it is to find an ancient city, we might actually have to use chunk base. I don't know for sure if that'll be the case, so don't quote me on that, because I probably will not happen, because we do have a couple of chances to spawn like portals in different locations in the nether, so we have enough new chunks to explore that we should probably be okay, but I just don't want it to take like weeks to just find the damn thing, you know? Like, it can take a couple of days, maybe like a week and a half at most, and I mean like at absolute most a week and a half, but because you have to be underground for those, it's kind of sketchy to try and actually really find anyone, you know? It'd be different if there was some kind of sign like on the top of the world, like how the azalea trees kind of like give away that there's like a lush cave and all that, but there's just not anything like that for an ancient city, so which is fine. It makes enough sense, but it is just a little unfortunate for me because, you know, I'm gonna have to really go out and look for them underground for quite a while. Isn't too bad, but still. It'll be a good time though, at least because we'll be able to go caving again. I haven't actually really gone caving in like ages, and it's you know, I don't need any of the resources from there other than redstone, and I always don't mind bulking up my lapis stock. I use the blue. I use lapis for blue dye if I don't end up needing it for enchanting, which I never really do anymore. So it'd be good to get a hold of a bunch of spare redstone and lapis. And you know, diamond ore is always funny too. Copper is just copper. I don't really have any plans for using copper yet. If I do need to use it, I can just go mine some in that dripstone cave out the mesa, or I can go make a copper farm, but, you know, not under any big obligation to do so. Because I just really don't have the need to use it, so why bother, right? Anyways, we are starting to get into a nice bit of land here. Not halfway done yet, but we are probably about a quarter of the way done, I'd have to say. Be a reasonable guess. Maybe a third. But we're coming up on one of the bigger parts of the farm in terms of just how deep inland it bulges out, so that'll be a little interesting to see. Alright, let me go get the rest of our wheat seeds and we'll go ahead and get our bones. There we go, and there we go. Cool. Yeah, we are making a nice bit of progress now, so that's good. Always nice to see something actually like come out of what we're doing. Instead of it being some like far off goal like the sphere where we'll see it one day, it's like something you can actually get like immediate results for here, and I like that, you know. Not needed all the time, but it's good to at least have like some kind of immediate like gratification for some things. You don't need it for everything, but for those like very long monotonous projects, like, you know, you gotta have some kind of like goal to break it up. So like, you know, I got pretty demotivated doing the sphere because, you know, I worked at it for 2 weeks and all that, and all I got was 50 layers done. And I say all I got was 50 layers done, but that's like, you know, like 30,000 blocks or something placed by hand. So I definitely didn't do like nothing. Oh, it's more like 35,000, I'm pretty sure, but either way, it was a lot of shit, and, you know, wasn't an easy feat at all just to even get that far, and I still have to do it another like 5 times basically, because I'm only a fifth of the way done. But it will get done at some point. We're just kind of fucking around until 1.19 comes out, and then we can actually do stuff, so it'll be fun when it's time though. Because that sphere will really be probably like my crowning achievement in this hardcore world, because getting the thing built is already a massive thing, but if I can actually like get the whole thing like fully like furnished and built top to bottom, which will most likely not happen, to be perfectly honest. Again, it is 9 million blocks by volume that I have to fill up with just stuff, and not just like random shit. I'm talking like actual like coherent buildings and like fully decorated and with full interiors and like fully livable, and like I could literally like move into that base completely for like the rest of the hardcore if I wanted to, and still like be able to do shit, like, which I will not be doing that, but my point is, shit's so big I could probably make like an entire like park in there and still feel like I'm playing like just survival in just a tiny ass sphere, so it'd be pretty fun. Not that I will do that, but it's something good. but it is just it's just a massive fucking size. Like seriously, I mean, just the fifth of it that I've already built. You've seen it before. It's big, but I've seen like video footage of like a 256 diameter sphere because there are like videos like that on YouTube. Although there's only a couple of them, they are there, and shit is just huge. So I mean, like it's hard to even really like grasp how big that shit is. It's a couple million blocks in volume. But we're also going to be building the column that connects it all the way down to bedrock as well, because it's going to be a base that goes from world height to like bottom of the world. So that should be pretty neat. And again, all of it's going to be like fully furnished and decorated inside and outside, all that kind of stuff. I really want this to be something really cool and unique that pretty much nobody else has ever truly like done before. Like on this scale, you know, because this is a huge fucking scale. There have been like very big hardcore bases in the past, but I don't really think there's gonna be one big for a little bit. Maybe there is, who knows? But seriously, if you can make a base that's like 9 million blocks in volume and it's all like shit that you can build, I honestly would love to see it just to get some inspiration, just actually be able to see it. But I haven't really been able to find too many really big ones that are all like in one area. Like I know there's like obviously like builds that are spread out throughout the entire world, but like in terms of just one base, you know. And Guardian Farm, like the Guardian Farms is a base, that's fine, but like you're just hollowing out the ocean, and I know that does take a lot of time and all that, but you're not really building stuff there more than you are just getting rid of water, you know. Like my shit, I'm just building the whole thing from the ground up. It's still cool. They're both cool either way, and I'm gonna be building Guardian Farm regardless one day because I want a better XP farm at some point, just so I can fix up my tools. But you know, otherwise it's just kind of we're out of space again. Alrighty, might have to go move the shulker boxes a little bit closer. I think we'll do that. Yeah. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and turn these into hay bales, and then we'll go ahead and get all these boxes and move and all that. Here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we've got so far again. Because a lot of the wheat's starting to actually grow, so it should look a little bit nicer. Yeah, it's already looking better. It's still pretty sparse, but it is getting better. No, we're gonna have to walk the way there. Because there's no way I don't want to risk trampling a bunch of shit. Yeah, the only mobs we can really see is like net slime, and like, you know, we have some more stuff up there we should probably light up at some point, but it's safe, you know. Pretty much don't have anything to really worry about here. There we go. And we'll go ahead and put some more seeds in here. That is the wrong one. This is just temporary just because, you know, we're moving all this stuff around. We can afford to leave it be. Gonna make sure we don't have. Yep, that's what I thought. I knew something didn't feel right. You fucking jackass! You know that? You're a bitch. I don't care what you fucking sell. Go to hell. Jackass. Give me that damn zombie. That's why I want to light up more of the birch forest, because I had a feeling something wouldn't work. He fucking. The damn wandering trader did more than a zombie. Goofy shit. That's why we need to get those fences kind of put up into place around us so we don't keep having stuff like that happen all the time. I would like to actually be able to work in this place at nighttime, you know. We'll make it like 2 blocks tall, like the fences around like the actual land here will be like 2 tall. So then we could put slabs on top of it so that way if a spider tried to attack me, it literally can't climb over the slabs. So we'll clear out some of the trees as well to accommodate for that, so they can't just jump from above the trees and then down on. Yeah, nothing can really kill me, but it's just like that was just an inconvenience, you know. And I kind of don't want to have to deal with that, considering I know I can like fix it like that. Come on, yeah, get out of here. Here we go. That should be this one here. Yeah, there we go. That's the rest of our wheat seeds for right now. Alright, we got 2.5 stacks pretty much, so it should be enough to fill in this area here. Damn it, I didn't want to pick that lead up, but I'll just go throughout the ocean a little bit. But nothing up there. Alrighty, cool. Now we'll just go ahead and dump the lead away. And we'll get our bones that we have in here. And let's just start again with the bone meal. I know the shoulder boxes are kind of in the way, but there's not too better of a spot to put them in right now. There's nothing really that better. Because they're still easily accessible, and they're not like up there, so that way I don't have to actually climb up there to get them. So I'm honestly fine with where they are. They're a little inconvenient, but nothing really too serious. And once we're done with the whole wheat farm, like once it's all planted in, we won't be bone mealing it. We'll just let it grow out naturally, and then at some point we'll go, check back in on it soon. I think today I should also try and get the storage on the raid farm expanded and start putting some item sorters on some of my other farms. Mainly the gunpowder farm, the iron farm would be simple ones to put in item sorters for, and then we'll need it for the raid farm at the because we'll just burn anything that's non-stackable, and then all the stackable stuff that we want to sort is pretty much just witch drops and the emeralds that we get as well. Which, conveniently enough, I think those are the only like stackable items that are dropped, or emeralds and witch drops. So, but lucky on that front at least, because everything else is non-stackable, and that does include the totems. But to be quite honest, I really do not care. We have way too many of them to begin with, and I don't think I'll ever go through like 14 boxes of totems or something. So, and if we do, we can just go get more. But I got enough like reserved like everywhere that I don't really have to worry about running out. I don't think I would even like die enough to ever have to worry about that. I mean, again, I've only used one so far, and it was me doing something I absolutely did not need to do. But either way, I've only still used one. So honestly, not too important to have a lot of them. It's good to have a lot of them, but I don't need more. But anyways, we've gone ahead and planted all of our bone meal for now, so or we've used all of our bone meal rather. So we'll just go ahead and carve away all of this. And then we'll just keep planting. You've seen what I've been doing. There we go. Alrighty, we got our wheat to go put away. There it is. We'll need to put in a crafting table too, so we can actually put it in the hay bales and all that. So here, there we go. I'll just do that, and then we'll just craft what we have into a hay bale. Here we go. And still got quite a nice surplus of wheat just from having a bone meal. That's good. Got some extra seeds here I need to take in. I'll say marrow again. It's been a little bit. I'm making a big wheat field. It's very big. It's probably about halfway done by now. But it's been 40 minutes, and then I spent another like 2.5 hours earlier today just prepping the land to actually do all the planting. So it's been quite a project. Oh, is my mic just being quiet, or is it just me? But either way, if it is just me, then just not really saying a lot today, then, well, yeah. But I don't think nothing with the mic settings is messed up, probably. Who knows? No clue. Music's louder than me. To be fair, I do actually have it up a fair bit. I wonder if it's something to do. Hang on, let me see if, so hey, Bean, welcome. I'm gonna see if I can fix my, oh, that was the wrong button there. I should be able to mess around with it. Let's try it. I should be able to crank up the volume a good bit here. That help a little bit? That should help out a fair bit. That seems better. Okay then, good. Alright. We'll leave it like this for now. If You know, if I need to make it like louder or quieter, I can do that later. I just added a little bit too quiet in there. But thanks for pointing it out. It's a little bit better now. Had a whole pizza for lunch today because I was hungry, so average American diet, I guess. But I haven't exactly had other food today, so that's kind of why I went off. Damn, how much more do I have left? We got the whole midsection and then that side. Oh, Jesus. That is a lot of wheat to plant. A little bit too much, in fact, but, you know, it's fine. It'll get done eventually. It'll look pretty, too. We got it. There we go. But yeah, I'm getting all this planted because in 1.19, to make packed mud, you gotta have a wheat. And packed mud is actually what lets you make those mud bricks, and they look pretty cool, so... You know, I want to actually be able to make a lot of them if I ever need to. You have another dead spot here. Okay, a little sketchy, but sure, fine. We'll go ahead and go grab some water really quickly. But underneath all of these slabs is the water source for, you know, the whole farm. We do have a couple of like weird like dry spots here and there, like the one we just saw, but for the most part, everything's spaced out enough, and it's not meant to be like a grid either this time around, just so that way there's some like variation to it, and it's not extremely artificial. It definitely does not look natural because it's so damn flat, but it's, you know. But it's been going pretty well. It's been 3 hours of just planting today. I'm hoping to get all of it done today, but I don't really want to have to do too much more. And again, I don't think I have a choice. I do want to get all of it done because I've already prepped the whole thing, so I might as well finish it. Oh, no, that's fine. I mean, you got plenty of time too, being like, I'm in no rush, and you really shouldn't be either, you know? You just gotta make sure to be careful to not rush into stuff like that too much, considering it costs money, so... But yeah, I'd still be down to play on it more or less whenever you get it ready, so you got as much time as you need, you know? Got 4 stacks of wheat. Getting fairly close. Yeah, actually we're branching out into the main section again, so that's really good to see. But we're probably about 50% done, I'd have to say. We need to do more lighting in the birch forest and in some more of the swamp. We need to clear out some trees too. Because I'm gonna have like a fenced off area around the whole like bit of land up here, so that way I can't get, you know, jump scared by anything. And then nothing should be able to spawn in the farm either, because it's all farmed and not a solid block. So that should help. And then since there's torches on the slabs, they're not really like spawnable blocks either. That should help me out. Here we go. That's a lot. No, you're fine, you're fine. But yeah, like I said, you got plenty of time to do it, so you don't really have to worry about it too much. Plus, since you're the one paying for it, I mean, who am I to really like try and rush things along anyways, so. But I got plenty of stuff to do anyway. It don't really matter to me now. Still no zombies or skeletons or nothing yet, so at least it's still pretty safe. Not to worry about a lot. We're just packing these up because I need to actually get ready to plant more again, and I need that done now. since I'm going to leave that area alone and just let it grow out. Yeah, I'd have to say we're about halfway done, maybe, something like that. Not 100% sure, because it is kind of hard to really gauge distance on it, but we definitely do have a nice chunk of it done. Where's the... Oh, there it is. I literally just put it down. I'm about to say I would have lost that. There we go. And we're down to our last 3 stacks of bones. So we'll use all of them in like one big sweep here. I just gotta do something really quickly. But yeah, we'll use all 3 stacks of our bones. If we still need more after we're done like replanting, we'll go ahead and just use the wither skeleton farm again. I should actually have plenty of spare in there still, but you know, just to be safe, we'll pop back over there at some point. But we can just use up what we have for now, and we'll pretty much be fine. There we go. Yeah, you can still see my base from here pretty well. It looks pretty solid. When we get some more stuff to fill in that negative space too, when we get those like floating islands in place, it'll look even cooler from the angle, but that's still gonna take quite a bit of time to do. That stuff I'm only gonna do like at the very end of that project, when you know I've pretty much gotten all the outlining done and I've gotten all the main structures built, and then everything all forward. We'll build the extra bit. Those ones are more like a bonus at that point, you know. Is it having to build like a bunch of floating islands and then like a village on the sea from like scratch is quite a lot of extra work. And the island it'd still look complete without them, but they'll add a lot, and because they are a lot, so I'll have to wait a little bit to actually start work on those. And I need more resources anyway, so I'm gonna start using more blocks and stuff. Like we're gonna make a nether wood farm at some point. I need to make a moss farm, a cactus farm, a sugarcane farm. We got quite a bit of stuff that needs to happen. Oh, sweet. I gotta actually still finish my house, but because technically I'm still in my starter base because I haven't exactly out anywhere else. So. I'll probably I'm thinking about moving into the sphere when it's all like completely said and done, but because that's so far in the future, I need to like actually work on that island even more and make sure I can still live in it. Where you go. I already can, but I want more space to do cool stuff in, so. But yeah, congrats on finishing your house. Now it's time for me to finish mine soon. Come on, jackass. Get the hell out of here. Oh, what now? Is there another one? Come on. Alright, we're gonna have to go to sleep after I, oh, fuck it, we'll use the rest of our bone meal here and then we'll actually go to sleep for the phantoms. Because I want to get rid of all of this. Hey, they don't even hurt or nothing anymore, they're just annoying, you know. That's why I'm just trying to get rid of them. Down to our last 4 stacks of bone meal before I have to go back out and get some more. Give me a second. Ah, that's fair. Just doing a bunch of like prep work before the preseason, all that kind of stuff. That's fair. And it's good too to like mess around with the settings and all that when you get it up and running too with the server settings to make sure it runs smoothly. Because you don't want it to be laggy at all. Well, it can lag a little bit if there's a lot of stuff in an area, but gotta be careful about lag. Lag's not too terrible. never fun to play around with. We need 2 more here. Alrighty, we're almost good. We'll get all this bone meal used up, and then I'll go ahead and go to sleep. And we'll just go ahead and harvest all of it. Alrighty, last stack. Alright, there we go. Are you kidding? Seriously, come on. Oh, let's just get the harvest in here. Alright, we're out of space. Go ahead and just dump away our seeds. And we'll make these in a hay bale. There we go. Looks like we're just short at 2 stacks. That's pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure I still have like a whole nother stack as well back at my base, so I'll be able to make a ton of mud, and I can keep breeding up those sheep, and eventually when I get cows too, it'll be useful. Oh, actually, I don't even need cows anymore. If I want, I don't really use leather for enough, and YouTube to just go out and kill them out in the wilds. I don't need to farm like item frames or anything like that. The leather's not even really too useful anymore. It still has some uses, but I just don't need a whole bunch of it, you know? So you probably won't have a cow farm. Same with the pig farm, because you only get pork chops out of those. So it's not even anything special on that front either. It's fine and all, but one other thing though is I might I probably will start working on a rabbit farm at some point, just to have like a little pen with them in them, because well, bundles won't be a thing for a long time, but when they are ready, I do want to just have that like ready to go. It could be, you know, it'd be pretty nice to just not have to think too hard about it. And just have like, I actually loved using bundles. I did mess around with them before, and they are like really nice, but I'm just not ready yet because they're still trying to figure it out on a Pocket Edition, trying to figure out like an actual control scheme for it, which is fair, but they're still really. I do hope they add them soon. It's been too long. Oh wow, you can actually see a lot of the wheat's grown in. That's a lot. I could probably harvest it for the rest of the seed, honestly. I might actually end up doing that, so I don't even have to go back and get bone meal. That might work out a little better. Who knows? I mean, Minecon Live won't even be for a while, so we probably won't even know until then, but I think they should try and like maybe tone it back a little bit, just to make sure they don't like end up over promising again by accident. But At the same time, they usually do good stuff anyways, no matter what they put in, because they actually put in effort and they, have good quality assurance and like constant feedback from people, so it usually helps. But they probably should try and make it a little bit more of a smaller update, to be honest. Unless the wild update is considered smaller to them for now, but who knows? But I wonder what they really could add, or if there's anything that absolutely needs changing in Minecraft right now. I mean, some people are, thinking it's going to be that fourth dimension and all that, which that actually would be like worth a full update for and everything. But I mean, it would make kind of enough sense if they did just make the 1.20 like a dimension update or something in terms of just adding a fourth one. But who knows? They don't have to. The game's still fine with just 3, but it would be cool seeing a whole new dimension again. It's been a very long time since anything really new has happened. And plus, they've kind of overhauled like every other dimension. So I know the End City update was in 1.9, and that was a long time ago by now, but still got overhauled at some point. So to just make a whole new one at that point, because they've already recalled the Overworld down 1.18, they've overhauled the Nether at 1.16, the End at 1.9. So doing a new one would be pretty cool. I mean, the end update would be fine, but because they already did make those end cities and all that, it's much better than how it used to be at the very least. So I don't really mind it. Not really. I wouldn't mind the end like being updated, but I wouldn't mind it not being updated either. I'm also not in there enough to really do anything anyway. I should. I could probably make a cool end base in there one day, but who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I got plenty of time to figure that stuff out. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you don't even need to play the better end mod for it to look dull. Like if you step into the Nether and see how vibrant it is and how much like different like shit is there, and then you go into the end, you're like, huh, we got some chorus fruit, we got some cities, and that's it. And that's just it. And it's a little boring. It's definitely a lot more boring, but it still did at least. It used to be even worse though. It used to just be the main end island, and that was literally it. So I mean, there's that at least. Man, fruit. If only fruit was actually real. Oh, we got a nice chunk of this done. I don't think there's a whole bunch left, As I say that and I look over. Actually, no, we are getting fairly close. About 2/3 done, I'd have to say. Feels like a reasonable guess. Reasonable estimate. Who knows? Then we can harvest most of the wheat that's already grown over there to probably finish it all off. So that's good too. And this wheat farm is only going to be harvested like once in a great while because there's so much of it. I don't need to like do it in patches too often, or it's only really going to be needed when I need to actually like have wheat for mud blocks. So otherwise, I'm just going to kind of leave it be and just have it look pretty, and that's. But yeah, this is surprisingly like labor intensive in terms of getting all the water sources in place, and then getting all the dirt tilled and all that. And again, it took 3 hours to get all the dirt tilled, the land cleared, and then all the water sources in place. And then I've just gone ahead and spent an entire hour right now. It's been an hour of me just planting seeds. So this again is not too tiny at all. But at least it's almost done. Yeah, well, it's just at least it's peaceful, but at the same time, like nothing really happens in pretty much any of these streams. Like I've been getting a lot done, like with building and like I went Bastion raiding a couple of days ago, but even Bastion raiding wasn't that exciting. Actually, there was one moment where it was kind of hype, where I almost ended up like dying in lava after staying there for like 40 seconds. But then like, you know, I saw I was at 3 hearts. I still had a totem, obviously, but I saw I was at 3 hearts, so I just literally drank my instant health 2 potion, and it brought me back up to like 8. And then I just like pillared out of the lava because I used like a lava bucket to like swim up onto like actual solid land, and then it was all good again. So is why I still carry at least one of these on me. 'Cause it did help out a lot, you know. I know I get a fire resistance if I activate a totem, but I'm really trying to make sure I go out of my way to not activate totems. Because if I activate a totem after I've done everything I can to not do it, something really fucked up is about to happen, and I gotta get out of there. And it's mainly gonna be what happens with the Warden, where it's pretty much the only like big threat anymore is the Warden. So that'll be fun though. Yeah, that Bastion hunting was just scuffed. I found like 6 of them, and then only one of them was a treasure Bastion after all that time. We won't harvest that wheat. We're gonna go actually get we're gonna go to sleep, and then we're also going to go back to the Wither Skeleton farm. But just admire what we got. We got a nice chunk of it done. Once we get that square filled in, we actually won't really have too much left. We'll have that little part and that coastline. That's pretty easy. Yeah, bridging with iron blocks was definitely a fucking flex. Well, I mean, have you seen the iron farm recently, Mara? Like, this shit is loaded. I definitely don't have a shortage of iron, which is why I wanted to do that for the funny. Like, I've got plenty. And I'm good at flying too somehow. Except for the part where I almost crashed head first into the nether, but not important. We'll go ahead and sleep here, and then we'll go ahead and pop over with a spare shulker box to the Wither Skeleton farm and just go pick up some bones and all that. There we go. And we're off. I'll be renovating my actual like base soon because I want to actually live somewhere decent. That is the wrong way to the skeleton or Wither Skeleton. Yeah, well, I'm actually carrying 4. I got one in my offhand and the other 3, so it's been pretty well, but I don't really need any more than that unless I'm going to go fight, like, unless I'm, like, literally planning on actually fighting the Warden, like in a fist fight kind of deal with, like, a sword and all that shit. That's pretty much the only time I would bring even more totems. Like, even when I go to an ancient city and I'm, like, sneaking around and all that, I'm still only gonna have, like, 4 on me. I'll still have, like, ender pearls and, like, my elytra and fireworks and all that. So if I ever do get in a really bad pinch, I can just ender pearl out and just go, like, fly away or something, but I am going to try and avoid that for as long as I can. But you might have noticed there were no wither skeletons in there. That's because I'm pretty sure all of them have already dropped, so that's pretty cool to see at least. Yeah, you can even hear them clinking now. Or like a 1 or a 2 here. There we go, got the odd stone sword. I say odd, but we have like a bunch of them here that need to go. There they go. Got some coal. We got another 3 skulls. That's cool. Let's go ahead and take the bones out. Yeah, I actually already pretty much emptied the whole bone out of here, so we are running a little short on them compared to what it used to be, which is still fine. Like, we still have plenty, but certainly just not what it used to be. Although I do actually have some spare bone blocks I keep just in case, and then we're in a soul sand valley, so I can just go get some extra bone blocks. But 4 stacks of bones is 12 stacks of bone meal. Should be a reasonable enough number, and we're out of here. After I can actually get out that. We won't take the wither skulls for now. We can just kind of leave them in there. It don't really matter. it's a pretty simple farm, but it works very well. After you get all the spawn proofing done, that is, it works very well. Because before that, it definitely would not. This took a while to do with all these buttons, you know. End up hitting quite a large nether fortress. But anyways, back to plants and wheat for the foreseeable future. And we got another 6 stacks of bone meal we can go through, and then once that's done, we'll have probably a nicer chunk of this all grown out. And we're near the end of it too, so that's good. We've gotten the whole thing like planted and built in like a single day, which is kind of funny, but at least in a 24-hour span. So that's always cool to see. But we'll still have work to do. We need to put in a bunch of cobblestone around the coastline to actually like make sure none of this falls into the ocean too often. And then it also helps make it look nicer and hide a lot of the dirt. And then we need to basically just light up a lot more in the back there, and then have a wall going all the way around that part of the land as well to make sure that nothing can actually get in properly. That way I don't have to worry about a spider or a zombie or something just messing up my farmland. That'll be easy enough to do though, just we have to go mine for some cobblestone again. That never takes too long because we got haste 2 and efficiency 5, all that stuff, so we can instant mine. But still. Go. Oh, I still actually had a whole stack I needed to plant. Oops. Anyways, we got this last stack of bone meal, and then we can actually harvest everything. I didn't think I had that on me. Alrighty, there we go. And again, we do have a Fortune 3 on this hill, so we do get a lot more seeds in the hole, which is good for helping actually expand this thing out pretty quickly. Here we go, make some more hay bales. We'll put away the extra wheat seeds here. And we need to go ahead and reharvest all of this and pick all this up off the ground. You should be able to fill in that whole square, I'm pretty sure, and then you can start work on this coast over here. And then that should be everything. Probably. I don't think I'll ever make this field too much larger if I do make it larger, which, you know, probably won't because it's already way too big as it is, so... I still have enough room to expand. Well, I can expand a little bit in like that direction at most, but kind of actually already hit the natural limit with it because I don't want to start digging into I don't want to start digging into stone layers, which is kind of why it stopped where it has. That's fine. Yep, it's all empty already. I'm good. Being a little bit down. Hopefully I'll have this wrapped up pretty soon, because I really don't have to keep doing this for the rest of the day, but I do want to get it done at the same time, so... Man, we're really not gonna be able to finish that square, huh? This square here that I'm filling in is pretty much the bulk of it, so once we get it done, we've pretty much got most of the farm done, if not all of it. Well, not all of it, but there won't be nearly as much left to do. Yeah, we only got 2 stacks of seeds left, and we are absolutely not going to finish this part up with this amount of seeds. It's a shame. For what it's worth, though, I did get a lot done, but I still have more to do. We're also going to pack up these again and move them a little bit somewhere else. Just that way they're a little bit closer. Alrighty, we're getting pretty close now. That's good. Go ahead and just put all of our spare boxes down again, and we'll just hop back to it. Got our empty here, and the one with the bones here. And we'll take the bones and make some bone meal. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, and one more thing. There we go. So that way we got a crafting table in place for hay bales and all that. That's good. Alrighty, there we go. Now we're pretty much out of bone meal after this, so we need to go raid my base for bone blocks. That I'm not sure if I have them. I'm pretty sure I do. They're buried in a shulker box somewhere. I just don't remember what I particularly categorized them as. They should hopefully be in the lime green shulker boxes, but who knows, honestly. I'll if I don't have any, I'll just go to the Soul Sand Valley and go pick up some more. As it's really not too hard to do because they're literally everywhere in there, but it shouldn't be too bad regardless. Oh, I did have another stack of bone meal. Shoot. Anyways, we need to use this then, I guess. Oops. Damn, we nearly got 3 stacks of hay bales today just from doing all that bone meal farming and all that. That's been pretty cool. A lot, you know. That makes like an entire shulker box of packed mud, or close enough to it anyway. That's good. It's not out yet, but it will be soon enough, so just trying to prep for it. I'd say June or July would probably be like a reasonable guess for the date. Mid-June or early July, maybe late July. Who knows? But considering they're already on pre-release 2, and there's only like usually 2 to 3, they've got to be pretty damn close. especially considering the fact that they are just in pre-release in general. They don't usually ever do that until they're pretty much ready to ship, and they just need to check for bug fixes and all. Here we go. So yeah, I guess I did good getting that how do we get here achievement, because I was starting to cut it a little bit too close. Because once it comes out, I pretty much want to just like switch over to 1.19 like straight away, unless there's some like catastrophic bug that like corrupts your world or something update. So, which I doubt, probably, but we'll make a backup just in case, and we'll leave it in 1.18.2. So if something ever does go wrong, I can just reload it. But otherwise, like nothing. Alrighty, there we go. Got that whole part done. And now we can probably move over to here and get the sections off. We'll get this whole layer in here. Be a pretty fair amount. Probably don't have a creeper or something just near, because I don't want my shit to get trampled, and I especially don't want my shit to get blown up. So we'll keep an eye out. Really nothing too bad. Add some stuff here that needs to go. And naturally, I don't actually have... Wait, no, this can just be tilled. It's definitely within range of water. Just to double check this, right? We do have water in this part. Yeah. But anyways. Go ahead and slot those back. Here we go. Home stretch, I guess. We only got this little part here, and then we're good. Still a lot of shit to do, but for the most part, this thing is pretty much done. Alright, we're out of stuff. We'll go ahead and pack these so we can move them out. And we need to head back to the Bigger Skeleton Farm for more bones. But yeah, we don't really have too much left anymore. That's good. I'm glad we're finally wrapping this up. I mean, look at the size of it, like seriously. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and check my some of my shulker boxes in my base just to see. Yeah, it's big, man. And it's still not even done. We still have a fairly like sizable chunk of it left to do. But it looks pretty good now that it's actually like starting to grow in like bigger patches instead of just a weird like body clump here or there. That's kind of why I'm not actually harvesting any of it. I mean, you can see it from here for God's sake, so that's pretty cool. We got 2 stacks of bones here. And to be honest, I don't think I have anything else. We're gonna go double check, but the only other spot I can think of is it might be in some of my nether blocks or something similar. But we'll pull out the nether boxes. I feel like I would have seen it by now. I'm pretty sure I would have seen it. We have 2 nether ones here that it could reasonably. Okay, so definitely not that one. And that's just some spare quartz, so it's in neither of these. I could have sworn I picked some up at some point. Not in any of the white ones. Not in here, I think. It's not a valuable. I didn't end up putting it. I never put it in the pink one. Is it really one of these? Alright, well, we're popping over into the nether for a little bit. We'll go pick up some bone blocks just out and about from those fossils, and then if we don't have enough still, we'll head over to the Wither Skeleton farm again. Which we really don't need to do. We can if we need to, but we shouldn't really have to either. So. But I mean, yeah, like we literally have these fossils down here, for example. So that's why I'm saying. We'll just take what's here. But 1 bone block gives you 9 bone meal, so a stack of them will give you, 9 stacks of bone meal. And then combined with the other 6 stacks I have in bones, we should probably. Yeah, Bastion, is it? There's no way I would have literally seen that the second I stepped out the door yesterday to go look for a Bastion. It's just kind of weird to tell with the nether fog, but I don't have Optifine, I won't get Optifine, so it's just a me problem at that point. I'm trying to stay like strictly in vanilla just for my own sake, so that way there's literally no chance for funny business. Or, oh my god, guys, I accidentally cheated. Like, it's me, guys, it's stream. The Minecraft speedrunner. Whoa. But nah, there's no shot if I'm just in vanilla, and then plus I don't even use Optifine enough anyway. Warrant making it the main thing. I know it could probably help out with some FPS stuff, but I've been fine. If it gets really bad in the main village when I'm moving all those villagers and all that shit. Oh, that's right. This is still next to the Nether Fortress. We're actually like right under the with the skeleton farm. You can hear him dying to cacti. Regardless of that, we do actually have a we got a full stack of bone blocks now, so we're good to go. What do you mean it's just luck? Oh yeah, it is totally just luck. No, it can't be luck. I'm so skilled, man. You never would believe it how I got on my netherite mare. I found a netherite tree. The 1 in a trillion chance, literally. Like you just don't see it. This is the first genuinely recorded case. The structure's been in the game for years, even before 1.12, but this is the first recorded case in history of a netherite tree. It's just that rare. But for real though, I actually have mine like quite a huge chunk of netherite though. I actually made 3 spare netherite helmets the other day, believe it or not, for the funny. Not even for the funny, they're actually genuinely useful. Well, when the time is right, they'll be useful. Like we got projectile, fire, and then blast protection. Even before netherite was implemented. Yeah, exactly. I'm just that good. Trust me, guys. My dad, he works at Minecraft. Not even at Mojang. He is Minecraft himself, Mr. Minecraft. That's how they got the name. Clearly. So, no, my dad, Mr. Minecraft. He just was like, hey, we're gonna do a little bit of cheating here and do a little bit of time traveling, and rest is history. It makes perfect sense. It truly do. But we should have enough bone and bone blocks to actually get this done today, so we'll just go ahead and dump these away for now, and we'll be able to get all of it done, probably. Who knows? Maybe. I'd hope so. I'm tired of working on it, but... And then we'll get the seawall put in a place where basically I'm just gonna go around the edges and just put cobblestone, just so that way it's not just exposed dirt the whole way around. And then I'm less likely to lose items from them like falling into the ocean. I don't have to like go like diving for it. I could also just not grow stuff near the coastline right now, so that would probably help too, now that I'm saying that out loud. But yeah, we'll after we're done putting in the whole all of the wheat and all that, we'll probably update the world map just to see if it actually shows up on there or not. Well, we'll have to wait for a lot of it to become wheat because, obviously the seeds themselves probably wouldn't show up, but the fully grown wheat, if not, it'll just be like ominously brown for a good chunk of it. Because this was quite a large amount of wheat to plant. You know it's bad if it takes multiple hours just to even prep the land just by tilling the damn dirt. Nope, last 2 stacks until we have to start dipping into the bone blocks, and then just hot food. Let's get this shit done today, hopefully. Probably. We don't have a whole lot left. Rare footage of Omaha, Nebraska. Oh yeah, Mary, when I'm actually not in the server, this is unironically like, this is only a small glimpse into like my free time that I spend when I'm not in the server. I mean, I don't know if you've seen me actually like actively work on this sphere before, but that's also where half my free time goes. Not for now, but it will again back when the one that but I've spent quite a lot of time in this hardcore world. I'll probably die first, who knows. I'll die first before I manage to finish everything. Yeah, exactly. Like, well, I'm there just about every day still, unironically, but it tends to be like when you're asleep because you're French. But I'm just not on it as much as I used to be because I'm still trying to like make sure I take care of myself, and then also I've been streaming a lot on Twitch and all that. Like I think I streamed for 3 hours right before this one and spent an hour and a half in this stream, so I've been playing Funny Block game by myself for like almost 5 hours today. So, that's why you haven't really seen me in there today, or even over the weekend I was playing quite a lot again. So, I do play quite a bit. Yeah, because I did end up taking a break a while, but I'm starting to pick things back up again, so you'll probably like keep seeing them, but that's totally not an ominous title though, the Big Wheat. Like, That's exactly what it is. It's the big wheat. There's nothing wrong with it. Totally not. It's accurate. It's the big wheat. Everybody knows it's big. Ah, that's fair. You never have to, obviously, but it is always nice to at least have somebody to chat to here and there either way. So I'm actually getting close to like funny enough, I'm getting close to being a Twitch. I think it's affiliate is like the lower level one, because you gotta have like 50 followers. You gotta have like 3 viewers average per stream, and you gotta stream like 25 hours a month or a week or whatever. So I'm doing like pretty well on that front actually. So that's pretty cool. I might be able to start making like 3 cents a week. Who knows? But either way, I don't really care about the money. Spoiler alert, because you know I'm poor already, and also I'm just doing this shit for fun anyway. So, but actually streaming it has been able to keep me like more invested in this world for myself, because otherwise I probably would have just moved on a while. Isn't inherently a bad thing, but I've been able to develop some crazy shit, and I've got some big ass plans that I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. Oh, you're good, Bean. Welcome back. We're almost done, actually. We went to the Nether for some bone blocks, but I'm getting fairly close to finishing up here. So probably. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be done, but I really hope I am, because I am getting tired of having to do this. It's been 4 hours today, but we are getting pretty damn close. Let's see. Here we go. Well, what is it? Oh, well, you can either just not speak, or you can have like text to speech, or I mean, I know you understand English clearly, but like, are you just not that good at speaking it yet, or kind of being French, just Frenchman? But either way, you could honestly like, depending on what you do stream, you can get away with not speaking, honestly, but it does kind of depend. But it can help though. Well, then what's the problem then, Meru? Because if that was... I thought that would have been in. I genuinely don't know what else it could be, unironically. If you can speak it fine enough, then like, hey. Come on. Gotta be close. I think I can get that part done. Yeah, it feels weird, but the only way you're gonna make the accent like better is by like, speaking more and more, and you might start adjusting to like American accents more and more. But I mean, accents don't really matter as much as long as like you're still like, easy to understand. I mean, hell, you don't even have to speak at all if you don't want to. If somebody asks you to speak, you just be like, "That's a you problem, bozo," and then never like talk about it again. But I mean, again, depending on what you do too, you might not even have to speak. Like if you're just playing Minecraft, you probably don't have to, but. Or like same thing with Stardew Valley or whatever as well, or just like Splatoon, you probably don't really need to speak in either unless you just hear like ominous like Frenchman rage, in which case I would pay money for that, but if I had money, that is. But yeah, like if you ever do want to just start streaming, then just like what I did when I started, right? All I did was I was like, I'm just gonna play hardcore. I'm really not going to care too much what people say if they're just going to be jackasses, but and nobody has been except for those other guys at one time. But you just kind of stream for fun, and you don't even have to be entertaining or nothing in particular, just as long as you're doing something. Because I was going to play in this world no matter what, like the way I'm playing now. The only difference is I'm streaming it instead of just not streaming it. That's literally the only difference. So pretty much everything else I would have done, I would have already done in a, just by myself. But now I get to chat with people while doing it and all that stuff, so that's pretty neat. Nothing too groundbreaking, but it is at least fun to do. Oh, we're actually getting close here. We're almost out of wheat seeds again, and I still have a lot to do. But yeah, if you want to stream, just stream, because there's no other way to stream than just jump right into it, like how I've been trying to learn how to draw again, unironically. Like I was just like, oh, I'll just learn how to draw another time, but then I was just like, hey, what if I actually just started drawing random shit that I enjoyed? And wow, that's been helping me learn a lot. Oh, it was a while ago, Bean, but there is because I've had like a couple of people before reach out to me to join like an SMP as well, and this was like actually near the beginning when I was gonna join them. But a little bit of context: my Discord profile picture used to be on, I guess it was Quackity skin from like Dream SMP or whatever, but the actual like shot that I ripped it from was from like a shit post of just like if you've ever seen the hey shit ass like shit post, you know what I'm talking about. But either way, it's just hey shit ass want to see me speedrun, and it's the worst skin known to man, and that was my profile pic. Not the dream skin, the other one, and then they asked if I was a dream stan, and because I've heard the word, the term dream stan so many times, I just kind of forgot that had a real meaning. I was like, I guess, and then they banned me from their server, and then one of the other admins who wasn't even the one who came to recruit me just started coming at me trying to like talk shit because I fucking misspoke on account of being a dumbass and just kind of blanked out mentally. But they've been banned for a while, so it don't really matter. But either way, joining an SMP right now, I probably can't really do it because I do have like between college and I actually do like playing on this world a lot more for now too. But it was just fucking goofy. Like it just came completely out of nowhere. Like I don't know if he was like a teenager, if he was a grown ass adult, but both of those options are incredibly sad in their own right. Either way, like I do unironically watch Dream, but it's only for like the manhunts and like because they're like even if it's like wrestling where like it's fake as fuck, who fucking cares? Because it's at least like fun to watch. I don't really say nothing about him on Twitter. I don't really say nothing about him in general, but for what it's worth, his shit is entertaining to watch at the very least. And again, like wrestling, if it's fake, it's fake. Now, that's not the same thing for the speedruns, obviously. That's a little bit of a different story, but, for something like a manhunt or whatever, if that's faked or whatever the fuck, who fucking cares? Because it's still fun to watch, so. I can get rid of this little shit here, hang on. We'll do that. Here we go. But it's some goofy ass shit to, like, attack people over shit like that. Like I say, I don't like dream stands as a shit post, but as long as they aren't like incredibly obnoxious about it, and then I really do not mind either way. Because you can at least respect the like content he makes, but when it comes to like the speedrunning shit, there's just not really an excuse for that. So, and it's really more of the like toxic stands, all that kind of shit. Well, if you're a stand by default, it's usually implied you are toxic, but it was the same issue with K-pop stands even before Dream came around, and I'm definitely sure there were some like fucking big celebrity worshippers even before the internet. That would have been it would have been stands nowadays, but because it was before the internet, it doesn't really matter. But there's enough of that shit going on to where just a little annoying. We're almost done. We almost did it. We only got this little beach here, and well, I say little, but it is most certainly not little. So we got a lot to do, but compared to what it was, it's definitely little. Not to say it still isn't a lot though, but geez, we are finally almost done here. Here we go. We got probably this chunk I can finish, and then partition it past my dock, and then we should be pretty much set. Exactly, that's what I mean. Yeah, like stands have been around for and it's a oh not it is connotation, isn't it? It's just a combination of the words like stalker and like fan. That's how you get stan, all that shit. But you can still like somebody's work without exactly like liking them as a person, or you can still like people's stuff without having to like fucking worship it, or like you're still allowed to be critical of stuff of their that they do or whatever. Like what? That's insane. Not to just blindly accept whatever they throw at you. Especially in the presidential elections, that shit's kind of wacky. But we're almost done with the wheat here, so we just need to use up probably we'll just burn the rest of this bone meal off with this, and then we should have just about enough seeds. Maybe not, maybe we will, I don't know, but I do know we actually are getting really close to getting this shit done. and then we'll let all of it grow out and all that, so we can get a picture of it. I'll renovate some of my base a little bit and you know, put in that seawall with the cobblestone, and then we'll get all the fences going all the way around this like you know, all this land, so we don't get nothing jumping me. And then we'll light up more of the forest in the back there as well, so we get even more light. But yeah, I probably got one of the genuinely like one of the safest hardcore bases out there. Well, that's not even like that hard of a thing to do, to be fair, but still is looking pretty good. It's a nice sized island, and I'm still like actually expanding out of it as well. But it's pretty damn safe for what it's worth. Like I don't ever feel like I'm gonna die in there at any given moment, because nothing can spawn into the island. The only things that could ever annoy me are like phantoms, but I'm always wearing armor, and I have, you know, resistance too and regeneration, you know, beacons and all that shit. So I don't have to worry about that either. So it's just pretty damn safe all around. I don't have anything to ever worry about anymore. It's cool. I could walk around without armor if I wanted to. That would be dumb though, but I'd jump off a cliff pretty regularly in this world. But then again, there's nothing inherently stopping me flexing my awesome emoji skin. There we go. Oh, I could do that. That's actually how I lost my first totem, was by like flying up like 400 blocks into the air and then like just plummeting back down when I switched into my chest plate. And then I thought, there's no way this would kill me with resistance and all this prot for. No, there was a way. It did. It would have killed me had I not been holding a totem, but you know, I was holding a totem, so suck my balls, Death. You can't do shit. Look at me go. I really can't do nothing to me anymore. Like the only sketchy time I had was that Bastion raiding in recent memory. It was that falling out of the sky that one time, and then very early on I ended up like going to that Nether fortress for the first time, and then I almost died to like a wither skeleton. I like way back when I was in Iron Armor. Yeah, I've had a raid farm for a long time. I've had it for probably a month and a half by now. Oh, I don't know if I showed it off to you, but we got the funny achievement not too long ago in preparation for 1.19, so you know, I'm certified cool now. Because you have to have every single effect in the game on you at once to get that, and that's like 27 of them. And you know, it takes a lot of prep work and effort to do, but if you can do it, it's cool. It was fun for what it was worth. It was a nice change of pace. We'll go ahead and dump this extra hay away. There we go. And we'll put these seeds away and we'll go gather what's left over here. But yeah, as you know, for how bad I am in Splatoon Mare, I'm like unironically like pretty fucking good at Minecraft for what it's worth. I'm getting a hell of a lot better at building. I'm still like decent enough at fighting, and like, you know, what day is it now? It's day 771 in fucking hardcore, so I'm, you know, and this is the second hardcore world I've had to last for quite a while. The first one I ended up just abandoning, but I didn't die in. Like I can go back to it at any time, but it's kind of a shitty spot, so I don't really care to go back to it compared to this one. So good if I wanted to, but well, yeah, of course you are, because you haven't, like, I played a lot, but at least, you know, the 96 deck is like, you know, like funny. Like seriously, like I can win just about any 1v1 because wall, and then I have like a lot of range, so I can actually like contribute safely and all that shit. So it's kind of wacky, but I mean that's fair though. To be fair, like being good at building in Minecraft is pretty hard. I'm getting better at it. I know those are just white concrete blocks for now, but eventually they will be decorated. Like that mountain range, for example, that I built the whole fucking thing by hand, and it's pretty solid for what it's worth. Like it looks pretty good, you know. I like the snowcat part. Definitely a little sketchy, but it's not bad at all. Like the oh actually I don't know if I've shown it off quite yet in a little bit, but the this house over here with all the deep slate and all that shit, it's a curved house. That took a little while to build, but it's pretty cool. Are you trying to fucking advocate for McDonald's? That's a mage. Imagine. Trying to make the golden arches out here. But I haven't had fast food in, well, actually, no, I did have a quarter pounder a couple of weeks ago because I was with my mom. We needed something to eat, but other than that, I don't eat a whole lot of McDonald's anymore. Hey, you know, the Golden Arches, the McDonald's logo and all that shit. You're advocating for McDonald's, SMH. I know you for a fact you guys definitely have them in France, but probably not nearly to the same extent as America. Like, I don't think it's even a myth per se, it's just more of an actual legitimate fact, but, apparently in the mainland United States, you physically cannot be more than, like, 130 miles or something like that away from a McDonald's at any given moment, which is kind of fucked up. A little funny, but dude, they are everywhere here. It's a little wacky. Food tastes good though, but it's getting more expensive. Like it's just about the same price for like a quarter pounder meal for for me to just go to Five Guys and go get like a much larger burger and a much better one. So I mean, it's been kind of weird. Cholesterol, dude, that's being nice. It's like I think our obesity rate is like it's either 1 in 3 or 1 in 4, but like about a third of the total population is obese, including children. So uh, it's kind of easy to fall into that trap when there's so much like processed food here, and it's much cheaper than like actual healthy and organic food. Like seriously, it's fucking nuts how cheap it is to just go get like processed food, but then getting a hold of like anything organic is a lot more expensive. It's just kind of wacky. And this would probably be like the one country where having like really good fucking train systems would be an absolute banger though. Because then you could go all the way from like the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean and all that shit in like one like good sweep. But they kind of have trains here, but not really. Because like nobody fucking rides them pretty much. But it would still be cool to do to take a cross country trip across the whole U.S. Because it's like, oh, what is it? It's like 3,000 miles or some shit, which is like what is it? Like 1 mile is about 2 kilometers or something like that, I like to say, or like 1.8 kilometers. So it's quite a bit of distance. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because all the food that like kills you is usually the best tasting food over here. We literally, I've actually been to a restaurant, not that one specifically, but I have been to a restaurant that's like similar and kind of themed to that, where it's just, I mean, like extremely like fat. It really just fucking despawned right in front of me. That's a bitch move to do. Not cool. But it was called like, and it wasn't called Fuck Your Diet, but it was just called FK Your Diet, just 'cause obviously they can't, like name their business like Fuck Your Diet, but but either way, they sold some really like it was all like home cooked food and all that shit. Like there was all like made from scratch every time and all that. But the thing is with their food though, there was a massive proportion. Well, yeah, it's on like a fucking like building and all that shit, so that's why it would be a little bit more of an issue. But more specifically, they when I say like their food was big, they had like a like 1 to 2 pound like burrito that was like $12 or whatever, and like I got a pancake and a milkshake there, and the milkshake was basically just like a 2 liter of just milkshake, and then the pancake was probably about like a foot in diameter, and the burgers that they had to have been like a pound and a half or 2 pounds. Like after they were cooked, they were a pound and a half and 2 pounds. Not before, after. That's how fucking big these things were. They were huge. Like it was good food. Like it tasted awesome, but you unironically could probably die eating at that restaurant a little bit too often. Like straight up. As it was extremely like fatty food, but tasted really fucking good and it was like, freshly cooked and all that shit. But god damn, it was a lot of food. Seriously. Like, they would put McDonald's to shame in terms of just producing fat people, dude. Like, oh my god. It was great food though, but I wouldn't say it was humongous. I would say it was among us, exactly, but it was humongous straight up. Like it was some big shit. I had a hard time eating that whole pancake, and that was when I could actually still like eat a whole. Well, actually, I had a whole pizza today, so I can't say I used to be able to eat a lot, but I definitely was a little sus. Like an Among Us reference. I gotta make that. I gotta make that shit post again one day with I had to make that shit ass like shit post again, but I literally drew all the assets for it. I just need to get animation software for it. I kind of know what I want to do, and it's not really too animation heavy more than it is like moving shit on a screen and not really like doing any like tweening or nothing crazy like that. But I have to actually get a hold of some animation software, so we'll find out. Dude, eating just about anywhere in the US would probably make you nauseous considering you don't like have that many fast food places in France at all. Or not to like they're not like glorified to like the extent that they are here. Like you definitely do have them, but they're like there's many more of them over here. It's just insane. It is not fun. It's been hard trying to learn how to cook too, because I'm trying to actually like eat healthy and whatnot. So I just been a lot of chicken, and I'm getting better at cooking. And I had actually start trying like greens again, but it's been kind of weird to do because they can be pretty damn expensive sometimes, and you know sometimes they just taste bland as fuck, and it's hard to season it without like adding like a bunch of seasoning to overpower it. Imagine gastronomy, who knows? Dude, we're known for being the healthiest country in the world. What do you mean, clearly? Let's see here. What do we got? Hay bales. We're gonna go ahead and make these. There we go. Got those. Those are seeds. I want. Where is the box? There it is. Cool. So we are getting really damn close now. Don't have too much more left to do. I think this might be enough seeds, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so who knows. But we are definitely getting close though, regardless. I'm happy because I'm finally get to be done with this. Because this was a huge like undertaking. I did not think it was going to take this long to be, but here we are. We can probably get up to the dock before I have to go. We just have that little bit there and then good to go. Oh, I chose to do it just because. Okay, there's a couple of reasons, but mainly number one, it looks cool. Number two, it looks cool. Number three, in 1.19, they're going to be adding mud. And you can make mud without wheat, but you can't make mud bricks without packed mud. And to make packed mud, you have to have mud and wheat. And you need a lot of wheat to make a lot of packed mud. So this is actually going to be a functional wheat farm because I want to make sure I can get a hold of a lot of wheat whenever I need it to make a bunch of packed mugs. I actually want to use mud bricks because they look pretty dope. And I can make a lot of them because it's just a water bottle on dirt and that would be pretty cool. And then also I can also go to a mangrove swamp and just go steal all the mud out of there and then turn into packed mud back at my base with all this extra. And that would be pretty useful. But also, unironically, having like a wheat field like this, like it's fine for now, but you saw like the fully grown parts, how like pretty it actually looks. So when all of it's fully grown, I'll just let it be fully grown until I actually have an active need for it. I won't be hoarding it. I already am hoarding a lot of it by accident. Yeah, I've got like 3.5 stacks of hay bales. I probably have like another stack somewhere else. You know, I've got plenty of wheat to start me off with, but when I actually need more, I'll like harvest a good chunk of the wheat farm. But I won't need more for a while, so that's good. But it does look pretty anyway, so that's why I'm just gonna kind of leave it in place. It looks cool. And we actually need to go and get more bone blocks here in a bit, because we kind of ran out again. I mean, this is a huge field. I actually, I have 2 netherite hoes, right? I got my Fortune 3 netherite hoe, and I've got my Silk Touch netherite hoe. I ended up dropping this hoe from full durability, which it's got Unbreaking 3, and it's got 2031 durability, and I dropped it down to about like 500, and then I decided I needed to go switch. So I tilled probably about 6,000, 5,000 blocks of dirt, and then I had to switch a hose to actually finish tilling the rest of it. That's how fucking big this field is. Like, it is huge. Like, this thing is fucking massive, dude. But I have plenty of spare netherite tools, and I have mending on literally everything, and I have like a couple of good ways to get pretty quick and cheap experience, so it doesn't really matter if I have to go to the trading hall to do it. No host, bitch, I got 2 of them. What do you mean? Imagine. Imagine having no netherite hose. Could be you, bozo. But yeah, netherite being in the game though, honestly such a godsend because your armor doesn't take any damage if you're on fire or in lava, which is honestly really cool. Obviously it doesn't burn if you drop it in lava, which is also cool, but the extra durability on like everything is fucking nuts, dude. Like seriously, like it used to cap out at like 1561 for diamond, and now it's a whole extra like 450 or whatever. So it's quite an extra bit of durability, and it helps out a lot. So I can keep mining for longer, and it also helped me out too a lot for the for mining out all of the sand and terracotta for the big ass sphere, which I still haven't continued to work on because I'm waiting on Swift Sneak. But if you want to, I'll probably like DM you on Discord or whatever and let you know when I'm going to go like raid an ancient city or whatever. That's definitely gonna be like fun as fuck to at least see. Because it's gonna be like strained like gameplay where it's actually stealth, but like actually fun fucking stealth. What? Hold on, what? Oh my god. A video game made stealth somewhat fun and enjoyable? Fucking bullshit. This is literally impossible. Yeah, we got most of it done here. We just have this pretty much patch here and then we'll be good. So we need to head back into the nether for the rest of our bone. We're good here. But yeah, they genuinely look like they made stealth like fun in Minecraft with the warden and all that. Like it looks like it's still been like pretty damn well executed, and I actually have to go there for Swift Sneak. I just straight up will not be building the spear again until I get Swift Sneak back, so that way I can actually like build the thing, but like a lot quicker. Because you'll be 75% walking speed with Swift Sneak 3. And then, you know, then I'll have speed potions, and either speed potions or the speed 2 beacons like spread throughout the sphere, so I can actually build the damn thing. And after all this time, I'll be able to continue it again. Because I'll actually be able to like finish it up a lot quicker. Oh, one little check here. Let's see what we yeah, that's pretty big. We only got this little section now though, so that's pretty neat. We are getting ridiculously close now. And while we're here, only 10 in the fishing chamber, but do we have any more up in the actual chamber, or has the minecart stopped loading? Oh my god, don't tell me it fucking stopped. No. Oh man. Oh, it definitely did despawn. Oh no. Oh no, it's actually a leggings enchantment nowadays, fun fact. That's why I want it so damn bad. Oh, that's tragic. Man, if I would have known that, I would have checked on that a lot sooner. So the rare and horrible thing has happened where the minecart that I used to power the shulker farm has somehow despawned again. Luckily we keep a dispenser here with a ton of backups in case of that inevitability, but that's a damn shame. Oh well, we already I have plenty of shulker shells. Like I literally have a whole fucking like double chest, like that's like a half fill of them. So I don't ever really need more shells, but it still would have been nice to produce more. Because clearly this isn't enough shulker shells, Maru. You know, 16.5 stacks, it's fucking peasant food, Maru. We need more. Same with the iron and the... Oh shit, I need to go check on the gunpowder. Was that actually close enough to be in range? Let's find out. Here, we got the gunpowder farm. Stuff just died, so I'm guessing it should actually still be relatively okay. Yeah, we're still getting a nice bit of stuff. There we go. It is never enough, except for the part where it objectively is right now. Until I start putting shulker box load. It's so cool seeing the fucking color on it. Let's fly up to the top of the mountain. Good enough. Oh my god. You can't even see the whole damn thing. I'll have to turn up, hang on, what is it? Video settings. 20 chunks. We see more of it. Oh, we can barely see more of it. It's... Damn, bitch. Holy shit. Oh, I can make a spyglass. I've been meaning to do that for a while now, but I just literally have not. And this needs to go back down to 18. And we'll turn the simulation up to 18, I guess. Let's see, let me double check how much this lags my game. Ooh, we are at 33 all the way up here, I guess. Damn. To be fair, I am loading a lot of stuff, but I didn't think it'd be this much. Huh. Yeah, we might not be able to bring villagers in here because I'm running at 30 FPS like constantly in this fucking place by turning up the simulation distance. Now we're at 43. If I go ahead and I tone it down a little bit more back to like 12, would that still be okay? Okay, that was definitely the reason why I was like it being all the way up to 18. I guess that's just a little bit too much for my PC to handle. We're going to the Nether. What am I doing going over there? We need more not sugar cane. We need more bone meal. But I have to actually like genuinely watch it in terms of how much like I turn up the render distance and the simulation distance because I am starting to lag everything out quite a bit in my base. I have so much nearby all the time. And I'll have to be careful until I get a better computer. I get some better PC parts way down the line. Okay, so you know this is why we cover holes sometimes. Hang on, give me a second. There we go. All right. Let's see. There we go. All right. We're gonna take some time in a little bit to actually cover this up. I've been meaning to do that for a while, but I just haven't. But we're good. Hey, did you hear the distinct lack of panic in my voice? Because it literally cannot kill me unless I don't eat for 20 years. Also, the totem gives you fire resistance. Also, I have 4 of them. So, you know, I kind of don't have anything to really worry about. That's why I just was like, oh, hey, that's inconvenient. So, you know, I'm just simply built better, etc. But yeah, it's not too big of a deal, luckily. Or this time it wasn't too big of a deal. Definitely was a little bit of a bigger deal in the Bastion because I couldn't switch to my netherite helmet because I didn't want to piss off Piglin still, and because that could have made it worse. But we'll take some of the soul soil and just kind of clean it out here a little bit. And let's see, what do we got? 30 should be fine. We got any more bone blocks around? That seem to have stolen every single fossil. No. Much like the British. Here we go. Another nice cluster of fossils. We'll go ahead and take these. And we'll go down there that huge like set of ribs and we'll go take those. Here we go. Oh, there's a lot of zombie pigmen here. Wonder why. Now these are like these and like the piglin brutes and all that. I don't tend to really like try and mess with these guys because there's a lot of them, and I genuinely don't know if I can tank all the damage before I either kill all of them or they kill me. Or I can always just run away too, but that's dumb and boring. Oh hey, what's up? We're dead. We got another fossil up there, but you know, we got 53 bone blocks. We should actually be okay. So we'll peace out for now. Yeah. There we go. 53 should be plenty for the time being. Before I forget, we're gonna go patch up this hole down here. not by running into it this time. There we go. And I know, hey, there it is. I know there's a couple more of those kind of odd holes here or there. Take care of. Good. Like this set here. Actually, no, I use this to get a bucket of lava, so I'll just cover this up a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. There we go. Now it's actually like genuine space. I haven't built a staircase up here yet. I really gotta do that. Here we go. Anyways, we got our bone blocks like we were looking for, so we'll go ahead and head back and finish up the wheat farm. Hopefully, please, I'm begging you. I'd like to have this done by now. Correspond with that. There we go. Not that it really matters, but one other thing. We have the mine cart. Yes, we do. Okay, good. We got one in the fishing chamber. Any clones? Hey, cool. Yeah, get all the wheat. You certainly are getting up there. We'll go ahead and just store away this extra bone. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Hopefully we should have enough bone meal to finish all this up. I'm pretty sure we do, but you know, it's gonna kind of be a little annoying if we don't. But I'm pretty certain we do. And then we'll try and get this seawall in place as well, so we'll have to go out and mine the cobblestone. Oh, that was all of them. Alright, we'll go ahead and dismantle all of these again, and we'll take them with me and move them somewhere else. You can see we do actually have some stuff still spawning in the birch forest because we're actually close enough to it by now, but luckily nothing really comes up there. So we should be fine to keep planting without really having to worry about anything. I don't have to keep constantly looking over my shoulder or nothing. Not yet, at least. This might not even be enough seeds again, man. To be honest, I don't know, given how just barely turning up my render distance, like, fucking, like, tanked my PC, I don't know if bringing villagers into my village anymore would be a good idea. We'll give it a shot to just kind of see, and we'll, like, keep an eye on the frame rate, but, you know, there is going to be a point where I'm like, okay, we can't do this, you know? Because at some point it's gonna lag everything out just too much, and I don't want to be constantly playing at like 20 FPS, which is still fine, but you know, don't want to do that. I have to actually be able to, like, you know, live in my base to do stuff, for example. Hey, it's like an Undertale reference, assuming none of the golems have spawned in yet, that is, but either way, should be fine. I definitely have a couple of them in there. I just can't bring in probably like 50 or something like I wanted to do. Oh, hey, look, a drown. That's rare. I don't even see him out this close that often. Honk. Honk. Come on. It's a lot easier to shoot them down if you can actually see their hitbox. Holy shit. That time that was a lot easier to do. I'm cursed. Go to sleep here in a little bit just to get rid of those damn phantoms. This still wasn't enough seeds. It's definitely more, but it still just wasn't enough, you know. Oh, Jesus, dude. Seriously. It is getting really close, but man, that I'm just kind of surprised that wasn't enough yet, you know? Been going on for a while. Oh yeah, look at this very pretty house that I built. Look at it go. Actually, it looks good. And it's curved too. It's a 90-degree curve. Look it go. Ouch. Oh, time to head back and try getting this finished up, hopefully. Alright, last stack of bone meal before I have to actually go and go get even more. I probably won't hopefully have to do, but then again, I don't know. Alright, let's give this another shot. Oh, that's right, I did put them over here. You remember how painful swimming used to have to be? Because you didn't actually used to be able to swim, you just had to like walk through water. Used to just stink. It was always fun. Alright, welcome back again, dude. We're almost done here with the wheat field. Just got a little bit more. I think I can finish this with this. I don't have to get out. I don't have to go get any more bone meal, hopefully. If not, if I do, we'll just head over to the Wither Skeleton Farm for a little bit. Go pick something up, I guess. We might have enough. Nope, actually as I'm looking at it, as soon as it came out of my mouth, we in fact do not have enough. We'll probably be short like a stack or two, but it shouldn't be anything too terrible. Now we'll just head over to this beach. Shame too, we're actually like ridiculously close now, but I'll just be short. We're on our last stack here. Please prove me wrong. Oh my god. You fucking done finally? Yes, we are. Let's go. Just barely had enough there. Oh, thank god. Let's go. We fucking did it. Jesus, that took a while. Oh my lord. It's been 2.5 hours just this stream. Man. Good god, that took a while. Alright, well, time to pack up here. Go ahead and take all this back. And I'll go resort what's needed. And then I need to go get cobblestone. At least we'll be doing something different instead of just planting shit constantly. Let's take a look. Yup, it's big. Oh, look at the way the fucking like light has to render because it's just so much. Yeah, you can see all that's pretty much fully grown, and then it's just starting to grow there, and then all that was just planted. So next big order of business, making this is all lit up. It's actually into the birch forest surrounding that we actually need to light up. And then we have some other things that need to be done, but for now we're just going to go get the seawall installed. So we're gonna pop down and get cobblestone. Here we go. We got some fortune 3. There we go. Oh shit, that's not cool. And we're gonna need a lot of it too. Yeah, here we go. It's a nice small chunk, but it ain't really enough. We might be digging for a while. Moment here. Oh, true. Isn't it like midnight or like 1 a.m. for you anyway? So hell, you have class and finals and you gotta get going, Mary. It's been too long. Yeah, 1:30 exactly. So you gotta get to bed. You got pretty much no time. You got a little bit of time to rest. But oh, if you start at 11, then actually you get 10 hours of well, if you start at 11, but either way, 8 hours of sleep, you could still get it. So I mean, oh damn, what are y'all having like another strike again or like a revolution? Because fair, honestly, but or is it just because it's the end of the year for you or what you do? That's fair. I'm actually getting better at waking up early again. That took a while for me to get back into. 8 stacks, that's fine. We'll make use of it with what we can. If we need to go get more, we'll go. But it should at least be enough to hold me a little bit. Oh, they're just correcting finals, that's why. That's fair. Hopefully we have enough cobblestone to get this finished up. That was the wrong guy, too. No, where was it? I could have sworn there was a part that actually exited out of the ocean, but see you, man. Good luck on your finals and all that, by the way. Now that shit's stressful, so I'm still trying to actually get enough like rest over mine that I had to do in one. They fucking stunk. You know, I studied for them and everything, they were so shit, but oh well. Good luck on your finals, go to bed. Hey, why am I doing this? Like, I need to go up while I'm going down. This dipshot into here. Hey, this ended up being nothing anyway. I remember coming down here by accident one time. Now I've done it again. I'll just go take the bubble elevator back up, I guess. I thought I could have sworn I had another way out of here, but I guess I don't. Here we go. I had my lights running, okay, that's fucking stupid. Oh well. Luckily it didn't matter, but still that was incredibly dumb. This part's gonna look the most awkward because I'm just not gonna get rid of it. At the same time, I definitely put a lightning rod about like here-ish on the tip, so that way we at least have something. This should hopefully help me prevent, losing stuff again to the. And then it should help kind of tidy up the sides as well, which is what I would mainly do. Just so that way it's not all dirt the whole way around. That was most of my cobblestone. We're already almost out. To be fair, that has actually covered just about all of it. Not all of it yet, but most of it at the very. That's good. Oh, I know where to get some spare cobble. We can go back to the trading hall by the breeder. And I still have like 18 stacks of cobblestone I have in there from when I dug that place out originally. But we should be able to use that to finish up the rest of the wall here. And we're gonna need some dirt to fill some stuff off in here. Oh, let's just go ahead and take this dirt and put this over. Yeah, covering that whole thing up just ain't really gonna happen, so a little bit too much to try and cover. That's fine. That's a little better. Alright. Oh, and then of course I actually ran it. Oh, time to head over to the trading hall to get the rest of this cobblestone. We actually got our box here still. Alright. We'll head over here, get this done, and then we should be good to head back. Hello, villagers that I'm not here for. How you doing? You stuck in hell still? Good. Anyways, let's just pack the rest of this up, and then we should be able to head out of here. glad this stuff's finally getting some proper use because I've just kind of neglected it for a long time, but I get to actually use it. It is pretty cool though, seeing the wheat field kind of like fade into distance, not gonna lie. And the trim is actually helping it out a lot, at least in my opinion, so. But yeah, we're doing pretty damn well. Alright, there we go. And all we would have to do is put some, like, you know, fencing up on the top there and all that. And then we would be pretty much set, so that's cool. So next time we'll probably put the fencing on because I don't really want to do it right now because we've been at this for 2 hours and 45 minutes. So done quite a lot today. It looks really damn pretty. As the rest of this wheat starts to grow on, it'll look even better. But for what it's worth right now, it still looks ridiculously cool. So I'm pretty happy with it. Now we'll go ahead and just kind of pop on over somewhere. Look at it. I guess here we go. Yeah, this is pretty neat. Yeah, look at it go. Huh. Yeah, it is a lot of wheat though, pretty much as far as the eye can see all the way into the back there. You can see based on the trees that aren't really lit up at the base where we need to actually light up. So we've got quite a bit of birch forest to light up along that kind of back end of the coast. And we should be pretty much set. So yeah, looks cool. One other thing as well, F3B to ensure that the minecart is still in service. It is. You just get up there in that chamber. We should still, yeah, they're still producing here in the efficient chamber. Come on. There we go. I'll go ahead and see how many shulker shells we have. Just while we're here. 3 stacks and 14, that's a pretty respectable amount. But that's gonna do it for me today. Go ahead and pop the chest plate back on and go to sleep here, and then I'll go ahead and sleep. But yeah, it's been pretty good. We got the whole wheat field done. We just had the fencing around it to do and a little bit more lighting, but otherwise it's pretty much set. So it is currently day 775. We're getting pretty damn close to day 800, and it's been pretty fun today. A nice peaceful stream. All right.